I'm JR Charles, founder of AVA Golf. Today we're going to take a deep look into our brand new product, AVA Golf. We're going to introduce 3 pillars of what this product is going to do for you and your golf game. Number 1 is give you data with direction. We're going to show you how we unify all of the data that you have in your golf ecosystem. Number 2, we're going to show you how you take this data, perform machine learning on it to tell you what you're good at and what you're bad at, and then prescribe videos to you specific to your swing faults. We call this personalized progression. And the last one is mastery without guesswork, which will help you align your golf tools to help you get better, faster. AVA Golf is built around 3 core sections. Number 1, activities. These are your data upload points from launch monitors, shot trackers, and the like. Number 2, performance. This is the trends that are going on that you'll see in your game. And number 3 is improvement, which is personalized video instruction by the top 100 coaches, directly built just for you. And further, we can break down activities into rounds and sessions. And to talk more about rounds, I'm going to introduce you to our Director of Engineering, Aaron Schuler. Aaron?
Thanks, JR. I'm just finishing up a round right now. Playing pretty good. Did improve with AVA Golf. As a Director of Engineering, I'd like to tell you more, but first I need to put this in. We can see that my recent round that I just played is already an AVA. We can see that all my shots that I did this round are tracked. We can see I had some penalties here. We can see where I lost strokes. Everything that happened during my round is automatically captured since I recorded with my Arcos and now in AVA. We can even see that I did a birdie here on hole 2. That was a nice chip in. We also see that I lost a lot of strokes. For example, today I lost most of my strokes in the approach category. This, for example, is a pretty bad shot. It's very nice to see how many shots you lose where, and especially for me as a 18 handicap, it's especially interesting to see how my rounds compare one against another. For this, I like to compare separate rounds. Let's just select 4 rounds here, and now you can see that most of my drives actually tend to go to the left, to the other fairway. This is very interesting because it allows me to change the way I play and to have a direct comparison with previous rounds. For this par 4, we can also look at all rounds that I've played so far at this exact hole. This will look like this. Pretty messy, right? But you can see that sometimes I'm able to almost drive the hole. That's pretty nice. You can do this for every hole that you played and that has been recorded in your Arcos history or your Garmin history or basically any of our provided partners. What's also super interesting to me are the critical issues. We can see that I had a short cascade, I had a leverage loss, and I had a momentum U-turn. While these do sound similar, they are actually quite different. Let's take a look at the first issue, the short cascade. We can see that the short cascade was an approach into rough on hole 5. Let's take a look at that exact hole. The shot went into the rough when it was supposed to go into the green. It's a short par 3 and I should really have hit the green here. The shot into the rough led me with a difficult chip and then I 3-putted to make double bogey. That's one of the issues where I lost the most strokes this round. Let's talk about the leverage loss on hole 8. You can see that my driver only went 118 yards here. I topped it, it didn't go far. So I had to use my 7-wood to approach further. And then I had a green in regulation basically still. But because I 3-putted, I still made bogey on this hole. I lost another stroke there. These issues are all taken into account when we calculate your issues that you need to focus on. These are just single events that occurred during one round, but if they add up, you know what to work on. And with this overview of our rounds, back to the studio, back to JR.
Thanks, Aaron. So now you've seen how AVA Golf captures your round data and starts building your picture. The other half of activities is sessions. And I'm going to introduce you to one of our other engineers, Harsha, to talk about that. Harsha?
Yeah, sessions is one of my favorite parts of AVA right now. I recently got new clubs and I've been trying to dial in everything in my bag using sessions. The data I'm getting out of it is so precise and it's just amazing. Let's do a deep dive. Sessions capture practice data, everything you do in the sim or launch monitor. We get this in two ways, either through CSV import or from our API connections. Let's go straight into it. Currently, let's go import a session. I'm gonna upload a CSV right here. All right, upload's complete. Let's actually view the session. So this is the practice session right here. All these stat cards in the beginning are all your averages across the whole session. It shows carry, total, ball speed, everything you need out of the session. As we go down, you can see the carry trend graph. This is every shot you took this entire session. You can also click on a specific shot and it's selected and showed on the dispersion map too. If you go up, you can see the stat cards change colors. These colors are based on if you were better or worse than your average. So this shot specifically, I was really good. It's a great shot, everything's green. As we go down, there's a table of every shot you took this session also. You can click on a specific shot and it's also selected up here. And then yeah, this shot's really bad because it's all in red. The next page is the Data Explorer. So yeah, this is one of the best parts of AVA. You can see every single shot you took across all your rounds and sessions. It's all right here, and you can also edit this. This type of history is amazing because I have a lesson coming up and I want to tell my coach, hey, this is everything I have. And so yeah.
Wait, you can share this with your coach?
Yeah, directly. They can see my account immediately. All I do is I go to settings, click right here, come down to the bottom, and I can invite my coach via email. That's it. All I need to do is send an invite and he can see everything. That's it for sessions. I'm gonna throw it back to JR.
Thank you, Harsha. So we've covered activities, that's rounds and sessions, that's your data. Now let's talk about what AVA Golf does with it. Next up, performance. And here with me again, I have Harsha and Tushar.
Yeah, this is where the data starts talking. Everything Aaron hit on the course and Harsha hit on the range feeds into this. AVA Golf turns it into a game picture you've never had before.
So this is performance. Let's start off with the overview tab. Right here we have the trajectory card. It shows your estimated handicap, your SG total per round, your strokes gained, and then your scoring average right here. One of the best parts about this is it's not just one round that it's calculating. It calculates all your rounds that you do in AVA. Let's keep on going. We have greens in regulation, bogey avoidance, putts per round. One of my favorite parts about this specific page is the game breakdown. It shows where my strengths are and where my weaknesses are. So currently right here, it shows that I am pretty good at around the green and putting, but I really need to work on my approach and off the tee. As we keep on going down, we have a bunch of more charts for every user to use. And this is another chart that I really like. It's club gapping. I recently bought new clubs and it shows me where the clubs are benefiting my game and if it isn't. We see here I have some pretty large gaps at the bottom. My sand wedge to gap wedge is 42 yards. So that tells me I might need to buy a new club to fix that. All right, let's go to the next tab, which is driving. This is a little bit more specific. It's just your driving off the tee. So right here, we have your SG off the tee, and this is across all the rounds that I did. So it's a long time. One of my favorite charts on this page is the fairway accuracy. So it shows that I'm missing left 43% of the time and missing right 23% of the time. So I'm hooking and slicing all over and it's not fun right now. Let's keep on going down. And here's the dispersion map. It's one of the best parts of AVA right now. It shows that I do need to get it a lot tighter and make it more green over time. So yeah, let's go to the next tab, which is approach. Right here, we have even more stat cards, greens in regulation, SG approach, proximity, practice dispersion. Let's keep on scrolling down. One of my favorite parts in this is your strokes gained by distance. So it shows that, hey, at these distances, you're gaining the most strokes. So you really need to work on these distances and aligning it up perfectly. And the dispersion graph is a little bit different from our driving section. It's pinpointed, so it's a lot more precise, and that matters especially for approach. We have a couple more charts down here. And let's move on to the next part, which is your short game. Right here we have some of the same cards. We have strokes gained around the green, up and down percentage, sand save. One of my favorite parts here is your SG around the green, and it's just over time it's showing that I'm getting better. I can see improvement because of AVA. We also have your SG by distance, your strokes gained by distance, and it shows that, hey, you really need to work on your chipping because 10 to 20 yards, 0 to 10 yards, it's in my red, and 20 to 30, it's not as bad. Let's go to the last part, which is putting. Over here we have a lot more detailed stat cards. We have putts per round, 3 putt percentage, first putt distance, 1 putt under 6 feet, and strokes gained for putting. One of my favorite charts here is the actual main one right here. It shows that, hey, your make rate by distance is best for any shot that's 0 to 3 feet. And you really need to work on your shots that are 6 to 10 feet. We also have another chart for your SG by distance. And this part is really good too. It's like every other graph. It shows, hey, you need to work on these 2 spots the most. Lastly, we have a tab for journal. Over here, you can type in anything you want about a specific session or round. So you can come down to a session and say, hey, this session, I was slicing a lot. And you can bring this up with your coach later and work on it and see across over time where you can improve on. And yeah, that's performance. The clearest picture of your game you've ever seen. I'll pass it back to JR.
Thanks, Harsha. So you all have seen AVA Golf ingest your data, analyze it, every round, every session, all of it. It distills down to one of the most important things. What do you do with this? This is improve. And to show you what this is, Tushar.
Everything you just saw, it exists to bring you here. AVA Golf doesn't just tell you what's wrong, it shows you how and in what order to fix those issues. These are my top 3 priorities, ranked by how many strokes I can save. The math is already done. All I need to do is work top to bottom. Let's look at my first issue, drive shape. I'm at a negative 3.1 degree draw bias, which has affected 178 shots. This graph shows my progression over time. If I fix this issue, I save 7.9 strokes, which is massive. This is the biggest opportunity I have in my game right now. Ava's shown my issue and what it's costing me. Now it will show me how to fix it. Ava matched coaching videos specifically to this issue. These aren't random YouTube videos. These are purpose-built videos matched to the exact problem Ava found in my data. There are 12 smaller issues on the radar. AVA Golf is tracking them, but since my time is finite, I focus on the top 3 issues, top 3 priorities first. Then, as I improve, the list reorders and I get a new set of priorities. The system continuously tailors my coaching. Here's what I want you to take away from this. Every section in AVA Golf exists to build this page. The rounds, the sessions, the performance analysis, it all works in the background so that when you open Improve, you know exactly what you need to work on. No guessing, no scrolling YouTube, no showing up to the golf range and hitting balls hoping something improves. AVA tells you your issues, the cost, and what you need to do to fix it. You just work top to bottom. That's Improve, and that's AVA Golf. I'll hand it back to JR.
Thanks, Tushar. But I want to address something here. There's a lot of golf AI apps out there that take your data and then send it directly to ChatGPT or Claude. That's just nothing more than a chatbot with your golf stats. It's doing a lot of hallucinations, and it's basically just a black box. But that's not what AVA's doing.
No, absolutely not. It's actually a conscious decision we made from the beginning of AVA.
Right, we were very intentional about this. What we're getting from AVA is not a hallucination. It's not a language model guessing at what might be wrong with your game. Everything you see, every issue, every priority, every severity score, it comes from a rules-based machine learning system that we carefully built and tuned ourselves. Your data goes in, our rules fire against your data, and the output is deterministic. We can explain every recommendation produced by our system. There is no black box. The same inputs always produce the same outputs.
So who built this? I think the best person to answer that is our Director of Engineering, Aaron. Aaron?
Thanks, JR.
I'm happy to show you around, and it's actually perfect timing. I just got back from the Trackman booth, so I have new data in the AVA Golf system now, and I can show you exactly how we built the engine system with over 100 rules that pinpoint exactly what your game needs where. Let me show you. And Tushar was exactly right when he said that input needs to be one kind of output. How it works in our case exactly is that we take in all your data, all your sessions, all your rounds, and we look at each of your shots. Each of these shots becomes one data point in our golf engine. The golf engine is made up out of many rules. These rules all play a factor in which video we recommend to you. We call this the personalized progression. It means that you only see those videos that matter the most for your golf game. In my case, one of the rules that fire is the approach distance control rule. This rule fires if you frequently miss your approach shots short or long. In my case, I tend to miss my approach shots short. This is one of the key factors in which videos I see. This personalized plan works well for me. I was already able to shave off 10 strokes and get to the 18 I'm at today. The best thing is you don't need to do anything for this. You just need to go out, practice, and go out and play rounds. Once you come back, AVA Golf will be waiting for you with the newest analytics of your game and the newest video recommendations, perfectly adjusted for each data point that you give us. That's the rule engine. It's the core foundation of AVA Golf. There are much more details at play here, but this is the rough overview. With this, back to JR.
So that's AVA Golf. You finish a round or you step off the range for a practice session, there's a personalized improvement plan waiting directly for you. Running on real data, your data. We built AVA Golf because golfers deserve better. They deserve better than generic coaching. They deserve better than golf apps that track their data and tell them nothing. Every feature that you saw from this video, from rounds, sessions, performance, and improvement, all told you one thing: how to be a better golfer faster. Right now our waitlist is open for AVA Golf. If you just go to our website, avagolf.com, you can sign up for the waitlist and then join our program. Signing off, my name is JR Charles, the founder of AVA Golf. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.